Benghazi and this AP scandal, these are bad. These are really bad. The IRS thing is really bad as well. But I think when you are embroiled in everything and you're like, you know what, push this one out, get this out. Because you don't have the airtime, you will fatigue the American people. You will confuse the American people because they can't keep all of these scandals straight. I mean, if it was just one scandal, if it was just Benghazi, we'd be able to handle that. And everybody would be able to tell you by now with the hearings, everybody who's paying attention will be able to tell you what's going on. But I can't really keep up with what's happening with Benghazi, what's happening with AP, now CBS, and now Fox. I can't keep up with those. And now Lois, who is this Lois woman? Lois is the one she oversaw all of this. She was the one who spilled the beans with a spontaneous question. Well, they have her testify today. Here she is testifying in front of Congress.
I have not done anything wrong. I have not broken any laws. I have not violated any IRS rules or regulations, and I have not provided false information to this or any other congressional committee. And while I would very much like to answer the committee's questions today, I've been advised by my counsel to assert my constitutional right not to testify or answer questions related to the subject matter of this hearing.
Okay. Now, that is your constitutional right. It is your constitutional right. And that doesn't make you guilty of anything by exercising your Fifth Amendment. But it doesn't usually go well.
No, why do you have to do it if you didn't do anything wrong? You didn't break any laws.
Oh, well, I could use that. I could use that excuse for a lot of things. Why worry about what phones are tapping as long as you're not saying anything bad? It's your constitutional right. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to talk to you. First of all, this is not a courtroom. This is Congress. And if you're sitting in front of Congress, I have to tell you, they asked me one damn question in front of Congress. I'm probably exercising my Fifth Amendment right pretty darn quickly because you're walking into a place to where they're going to take you down. They have ultimate power. They trap you in one thing. One thing, they can throw you in jail. Now, with her, they're not going to. With me, yes, they would.
Yeah, and if you took steroids and you were a baseball player, then they would too.
Yeah, I mean, they can take you. They can take you any place, ask you any question. You're under oath. If you don't know for sure, I mean, it's honestly, why didn't people answer the questions for the IRS? Why didn't they answer? A lot of people just said, "I'm not doing it." Why? Because at the very bottom it said under the penalty of perjury. Well, they were asking you questions that you may not know the answers to. You could take guesses, but you didn't know. If that was wrong, now you're on record saying that that's what the truth is. Under the penalty of perjury, prison time, no, thank you. I'm not saying a damn word to you because you're playing games.
Oh, yeah, I mean, look what happened. I mean, to bring up Scooter Libby, but the crime he was supposedly involved with, they didn't get anything on him on that. It was that he said something that was minorly incorrect during his testimony during the investigation, which is what he got in trouble for.
Right.
And you just they wind up, they can look through thousands of pages of stuff to catch you on
If
something.
they want you, they're going to get you. So I don't want to condemn her for pleading the Fifth because it's a witch hunt. And now, in her case, it's the opposite of...
She actually is a witch. In this case, she actually can fly in a broomstick.
No, but the case, there's no witch hunt happening. They may actually be hunting for her because the Democrats would be willing to throw her under the bus. They'll nail this to somebody. They're probably going to nail it on her, and then they'll make her into the big, bad, evil witch. And see, well, we got the bad guy. No, we didn't. And so if I were her, I was her attorney, I would probably advise her, don't say a damn word. You're not going to jail for what this administration was telling you to do. Now, will she flip? No, I don't think she will, because I believe that there are enough people in Congress that will get word to her, you just play ball, you just stay quiet, and nothing's going to happen to you. And that's and a lot of people are going to be told that. I mean, look, that was the message of the IRS in the first place. Shut up, sit down, play ball, and nothing will happen to you.
And she already got a new job.
Yeah. No, is she the one?
No,
she's not the one.
No, this is a different one.
No, she's a different one.
Yeah.
See, again, you're having a hard time keeping them all straight.
Let's not mix up our IRS witches. Okay, these are separate witches here. But what they'll try to do in the meantime to provide a little bit of cover, if they can, is so that this never reaches the White House, is to continue to say that this is a witch hunt, that the GOP is just trying to, they're doing McCarthyism and all that kind of stuff. Meanwhile, the American people agree with what's being done here. 59% of Americans believe that the House and Senate GOP have acted appropriately on both the investigation of Benghazi and the IRS.
This is amazing, though. This is amazing. 59%.
I know.
59%. Are you telling me that it is okay for anybody? You're okay for anybody investigating these guys? What are you, crazy? That they can ask people and say, what was in your prayer?
Yeah.
They have no right to ask that.
And you can't investigate that, but the administration does a great job in saying that this is a witch hunt, that nothing happened here. There's nothing to see here, move on, and it's just playing politics by the GOP. They do it every day. Jay Carney tells the White House press secretary or press corps every single day that this is just politics on behalf of the GOP. So
on May 14th, a letter signed by Dave Camp and ranking member Sander Levine, the House Ways and Means Committee, demanded precisely the records from the IRS, the back and forth between the IRS and the White House on the targeting of conservative groups. That was on May 14th. They had a deadline of yesterday, May 21st, to comply with the committee's demands for information and records. The IRS didn't respond. Yesterday, they closed their doors for business and went home. Chairman Camp, quote, expects the IRS to comply and provide full and complete responses to the letter since many of these questions were asked went unanswered in Friday's hearing. Well, okay, well then, no, gee, you're not going to get the big bad UN to write a nasty letter, are you? I have a very good solution. I'm going to lay it out for you tonight, but it involves padlocking the front doors of the IRS. It involves fining all of the people involved until they provide the information. Why not use their own system against them? Why not you? You're not allowed to do that. They'll close you down. You'll say, I got to keep my doors open because I have to pay my people. No, you know what? We've frozen all of your assets. Congress, freeze the assets of the IRS. You want to get some people to talk? Freeze the damn assets of the IRS. Freeze all of the assets. They cannot pay any of their employees until you get compliance, because that's what they do to us. So why are we not demanding that? Why are we not telling our congressmen right now, freeze the assets of the IRS?
Garnish their wages.
Garnish their wages. Padlock their front doors. They don't even need a court order to do it to you.
They use our systems against us. Look at this. I mean, you have the IRS investigating people who are teaching the Constitution. When they get questioned about it, they take the fifth. The fifth what? They're using the Constitution to defend themselves against charges they were investigating the Constitution.
Here's what you need to do. What you're asking for is very easy to find. America, it is time we turn the security state against itself. What you're asking for, you can get, Congressman. What was the IRS doing? They were asking us for information. Well, what was the DOJ doing? They were tapping the phones. They were looking for the records. What is being built in Utah? What is being built in Utah is the largest storage facility ever known to mankind. They are storing all of the information. They have already admitted during the Boston bombings that they collect all emails and file it. Why are you asking the White House for the emails? Who is this security system for? Is it to protect the American people? Why isn't this security apparatus that you can watch us 24 hours a day? You can listen to us 24 hours a day. You can read our emails. You can scan everything. You keep everything. What the hell are we doing? What's wrong with us, America? You paid for it. You own it. You're the boss, or are they? Why isn't this security system turned around on them? Let's monitor them in the White House 24 hours a day. Let's monitor them in Congress and at the DHS 24 hours a day. Let's make sure that we know where they are. Let's make sure we read their personal emails. Let's make sure that they are available. When Congress asks for it, why ask for it? Just go into the system that we paid for and you built for our, quote, protection. You want to find it? Why are you waiting? The more you wait, the more time they have to delete. Go in and get it. You have it. Or is that security system that you have built for our protection not really for our protection?